Hey guys, Be Twice here. Happy Memorial Day. Today we're going to be looking at SQ. In my overview, if you haven't already seen it, of wave theory, I had a picture of this count and said I would be doing a video on SQ here in the upcoming days, just to see in more detail exactly how I got to the count I got to and where I think Square ultimately could be going here within these next couple weeks. Um, so before we get into this, what I am seeing is a WXY correction, and now we're heading into a impulse up. So let's go over a little bit more detail before we get into this. All right, so um, as a reference, I've been using pictures from Elliot Wave Forecast. They've got some good literature out there, so if you haven't checked it out already, go ahead and check it out. But basically, what I'm seeing is a WXY correction, and Y tends to be anywhere between 61.8 through the 123.6% retracement, with 100% being the most common, and a great spot to go long. And then also, um, here's a picture of an actual impulse and where I think we are. I think we're right here where I highlighted yellow on this 1, 2, 3 impulse up to the higher degree one. So let's take a look at this. All right, so basically what I see is that we had an ABC correction, a zigzag down to get us W. We had an ABC up for an A. We had another impulse down for a B, ABC up for a C to give us X. And then we came down for a Y. So when you want to find your Y, like I just went over, it's the 100% extension. So the distance of W, so this delta to the bottom, extended off of the wave X extreme. So this length of W, and then you impose that right here on the top of X, and it extends down for Y. When you do that, you get a price target of Y of 187.93, right around 190. I actually had an alert set at that level. Interesting, when it came down for this part of the correction, it never actually bottomed there. It stopped. It looks like it touched 188.9. My alert didn't go off. I was a little bit closer to the 100%, but when it hits here, a lot of times the algos will buy this up, and that's exactly what happened. When it hit this bottom, the algos bought it up, and now we're heading up for an impulse. So what I'm seeing right now is that we've gone up for a 1, a 2, and we're going up for a 3. We're going to pull back for a 4, and we're going up for a 5. So for a wave 1, you generally pull back to the 61.8 retracement, which I just drew on here. So we can see that we went up for 1, we pulled back to just about right at the 61.8 to give us that 2. And then when we want to find the 3, we do the extension from the wave 1 to 2. So you do your extension, bang. Here, let me draw this a little bit better. Yeah, so there. So you do your extension like that. So basically when you do that, 1, 2, that's our wave 3 price target. So we're going up for wave 3. When you hit the top of wave 3, you generally pull back to somewhere between the 23.6 to the 38.2 for your wave 4. So you take a retracement from the bottom of 2 up to the top of 3, and then that will give you your price target for 4. So what I think is going to happen, we're going to go up to about $230 a share, somewhere in this ballpark. From there, we're going to pull back, and it'll either be 220, 217, 218, something like that. We'll catch some support down here, and then we'll move up for a wave 5. And wave 5 price target's going to be somewhere in the 235, 237 range. Once we get up there, we're going to pull back again to come down to bottom for wave 2. And when we do that, we're going to lose 61% of this gain. And then ultimately, we're going to be in a wave 3 higher. So it'll be a great spot to trade. After we get up here and we do our pullback, this is kind of in the middle. I don't really like taking trades at this level. It's better to see where we top and then do the retracement from that top to find where the bottom of 2 is going to be, and then try to catch that bottom of 2. So this is kind of like a middle ground where if you weren't in from down here, probably best to stay out, and then we'll just watch this name in the coming weeks to try to see when what I think Nasdaq is going to go into a correction. We'll try to catch the bottom on SQ, and that'll be a good time to go long. So if you guys like these videos, go ahead, like and subscribe, and we'll get more content out there. Have a good one, guys.